All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? It's been a minute since we've taken a look at a Smuggler Surprise deck or a random encounter deck because they kind of became the same thing. But now we want to try adding in the improvisation capstone. Why was that word escaping me? Either way, let's take a look at this deck and see what crazy stuff we're going to be casting. So we're going to start with some Land War Elves because obviously we need mana. We do have a Smuggler Surprise. We're playing 4 of these. Hopefully, we don't have to use them to mill and search, but we'll see what happens. We do have 1 copy of Glimpse the Core to go along with 4 shared roots, so this should let us get all the mana we need early. We also have a trio of mana creatures here with Summon Fenrir, so that way we could search up a basic land, Bloomvine Regent to go get 2 lands, and then Overlord of the Hauntwood that can get us a mana of any color there, obviously, as well. We do have Twin Moss Stormbrood for a little bit of removal, but also isn't bad just to enter the battlefield and get us 5 life late. We do have Calamity, Galloping Inferno. This can be one of our instant win conditions. Copying most of our creatures. There's one we can't copy. Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. This functions as removal and just being some finishing damage. 3 copies of Random Encounters, so we can maybe just randomly mill into some big things. A couple of Trumpeting Carnosaurs, so we can use them for removal if we have to discard them, but also maybe just get something else onto the battlefield. We do have some Improvisation Capstone. Now, if this works out, we have so many big spells that, in reality, we should be getting one of those every turn. But if not, we'll get 2 small ones, and that's okay too. And then we have Vaultborn Tyrant. Just gets us more life, more cards. All of our things are monsters, obviously. Raph and Mikey. This is the one we can't copy with Calamity because it's a legendary, but that's okay because it also just searches out another big body. So yeah, overall, this should be a fun pile of cards. We'll see if it works out. But before we get to that, y'all know the drill. I got to tell you, if you're going to buy some Magic, particularly Strixhaven, but anything for that matter, check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. It's toamagic.com. And the main reason is you can save 5% on everything you buy over there if you just use my code at checkout, which is DRAGN. But all right, that's all done. Let's go see if we can cause some calamity along with this improvisation capstone. Oh, man. All right, we're going to keep it, but we have to draw other ramp spells, or this is going to be real bad. All right, well, there goes the Llanowar Elf. 2 mana ramp spell, please. Nope, deck does not care about my wants and needs. That's okay, though. Let's see what we can do. We're nowhere near out of it yet. What are you playing with those colors and still leaving up a red? I guess it's just more 1 mana damage spells. But we'll see. And now we play something. Oh. Alright. Sure. You got it, fam. I think as much as I want to go do other things, I'm just going to play the big 4 or 5. Like, gain us some life. Maybe they block, or we block. They spend a bunch of spells to kill it. So if we draw an untapped land, obviously we can just put both of these down, and that's worth 6 life and 2 cards. And I probably could have just searched for land there and been fine. But maybe we get the opponent to spend some resources. I mean, they have a full hand and haven't played much, so something's coming. Okay, sure. Alright, that works. And then all we need is an untapped land. Alright, let's do it, deck. 2 damage sucks, but we're going to get that life right back. Let's pass the turn. Let's see if we can get tricky on the opponent. Since we can Smuggler Surprise at instant speed. Especially if they try to... I was just about to say, if they go with the Slick Shot show off. So good for us. Creatures are committed to attacking. We're going to put some monsters onto the battlefield. I mean, that's exactly what we wanted. Here we go. Bunch of cards, bunch of life. Ooh, and another Smuggler Surprise. All right, can we find something to go with it? Sure, sear away, my friend. Sear away. The best part about Vaultborn Tyrant is even if they find a way to get rid of it, you get 3 more life and another card. And now they're down to 1 card, 18 life. We're at 23 life. We could honestly justify 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 7. We could justify just searching. But you know what? I'm actually going to do this. And then attack for 6. In the turn. Oh, I forgot. I could have attacked there because I forgot we're getting the 6/5 back. Yeah, that should be it anyway. Because now we, unless they kill the Llanowar Elf, we have enough to flip and put stuff on the battlefield. So we should be good here. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, anytime you can finish above 20 life against mono red, or actually, I guess it's basically mono red. You know, the red aggro decks, I'll take that. Ooh. You know what? It's not really rampy, but I'll keep it. Mostly because if it's some type of creature deck, we have a couple early removal spells. Like, maybe we could do something. But also, maybe not. You know what this feels like? They're just going to play a room next turn. This is just mono black shenanigans. It's so funny, though. I feel like I see more mono black midrange and mono white auras than anything else these days on the ladder. Which I don't think is particularly good or bad. It's more just a thing to know. I'm going to go ahead and use this because I can't use it on anything else in that deck, really. Pass the turn. I get the option of possibly killing something or just Carnosaur into a thing. Yep, Annex as expected. Do we want to get rid of that? I don't think we are. I think we're just going to gamble. See what happens. Alright, Llanowar Elf, we'll take it. Llanowar Elf is dead to the Requiting Hex. Or not. There was a pause there like they had it. There you go. Knew you had it in you. Make a demon? They do not have the ability to make a demon. Oh boy. Then whatever we get from these, we'd have to hit a creature. Actually, no, we could still play a Llanowar Elf. Alright, so let's play Calamity. Let's play Llanowar Elf so we don't forget to do it. And then, oh, that's just going to end the game anyway. They're only at 14. They took some damage. Never mind. Calamity's going to get it done. Yep. We just did it the hard way against Mono Black. Yep. That's going to be 14 plus 4 is 18. And whatever bonus stuff we get from the Carnosaur. All right. Oh, I think they were going to try to Requiting Hex, but that doesn't really do a thing. Resolve the other one? Sure. I'll just get full-size Deuter. Gain some life. Have 2 blockers. Not that it matters. Game's over here anyway. And we still have all these with the Vaultborn Tyrant. Yeah, you can't really Requiting Hex the 7/6s because they still are copies of the Carnosaur. So they retain the 6 cost. I think that's what they're checking. Yep. Yeah, they keep highlighting them, but it's like, they're not just tokens. They have the 6 mana cost. Yeah, gotta kill something, sure. Alright, cool. Yeah, that was genuinely just Calamity out of nowhere. like all good. Yeah, would it have been different if they'd have got a land and made the demon instead? Because they would have had 2 more life. Actually, 4 more life, because they wouldn't have lost 2, and they would have gained 2 off the other one. So, yeah, I guess it could have changed our play. We might have went for a Vaultborn Tyrant instead and just attacked with the 7/6 or something. But didn't have to find out. Everything worked out okay. Ooh, boy. All right. This is a bit dangerous, but we can actually go find a mountain that gives us access to Carnosaur. Oh, Llanowar, where were you? All right. Would have liked to have had the Llanowar out already. Open up potentially more options this turn. However, the opponent's also playing a Shared Roots to go get an island. That's interesting. Another untapped land? It's a tap land. Don't think we have a choice. We kind of have to play the elf. I was thinking I might try to leave up the Carnosaur, but if we can draw an untapped land, that unlocks a lot of options. Actually, if we draw an untapped land, that's not quite game. That'd be 14, 18. Come on. Come on. Oh, we didn't get there. Oof. Oof. Well, I guess we just go search for a land, right? What else are we going to do? God, that sucks. Pass the turn. Man, if we got an untapped land there, oh, we'd have had options. Yeah, go search. All right, they're looking for something. Maybe they're just trying to combo all at once. Oh, they have Dragonback Assaults. The hell? Well, all right then. Here we go. Put in the only creatures we got. I'll take it. And then if things go right, well, really, even if things go sideways, we'll still be able to play random encounter next turn. You know what? We can put that in hand. That can go to the battlefield, because that goes and gets a land directly. Alright. The opponent's got options next turn, so we'll see what they do. I mean, they could double Dragonback Assault, and that would sweep the board. Because they could assault, play another assault, even play a land after that. Yep, I think that's what we're going to see. At least that would make sense. Oh, we're going to Fire Magic, sure. Alright, let's not miss. Ooh, we did not miss. Oh no, we did as good as we could possibly have done. Excellent. Get in there. All the triggers. All right, cool. Okay, let's try it. This is one where we may end up using Smuggler Surprise to actually just dig for lands and then try to fire these off on back-to-back turns. Might be the best thing we can do, but we'll see. Opponent's letting us have that? Sure. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we just try to get to 6 mana. Try to fire this during their end step. Oh, it doesn't matter. They'll just have the thing and we just lose then. Alright, well, that's fair enough. If you have it, we die. Alright. Deal double damage. We'll just queue up the GGs. We got none of our removals, so. If you have it, we okay. They don't have it. Still playing Magic. Looks like we're going to have to hope to random encounter, I think. Don't love the situation, but 'tis what it is. Oh, that'll work. Oh, that'll more than work. Ooh. Oh. Get that out of here. Hell yeah. Put that in hand, obviously. All right, go attacking. And then we can also just remove that, since it already has a counter on it. Oh, I actually could have just killed the opponent. Ah, well. Stuff happens. Put it on the battlefield. Why not? It didn't matter anyway. Man, these random encounters have been hot fire. And what's crazy is even if something happened, these were going to go back to our hand, and then we still would have the option to just Smuggler Surprise, do it all over again. Yeah, crazy stuff. Okay. Yeah, we're keeping. This is not bad. We have a fair amount of ramp going on. Go get us a mountain. And the reason I always go get a mountain is because I have multiple things that go get forests. So if I don't need the extra green immediately, just spend the time going and getting the mountains. Would you like to counter a summon Fenrir? They would. Fair enough. And they're probably leaving up another counter. So let's just test the waters. This is literally just make them play the cards so we can get to eventually resolving one of the other ones. Because that's the only way you're going to win these. Like, control matchups and probably are the worst for this deck. And we still need another untapped land for any of this to really matter. I'm just going to bank on trying to draw the deal. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Flashback. Counter. Great. The fact that they're having to flashback that now, I'm totally all right with that. Like, if that's where they are, we can live with it. And we got the untapped land on time. And this will probably be flashback, the other thing that makes us pay. Nope. Hey. I'm actually... Oh, I have to pay it for full price. I can't play the impending. That's unfortunate. All right. Well, these are probably getting swept. Lucky for us, we have a random encounter. Hopefully it hits something. Because we have seen several of our big bodies already. Oh, it's Firelord. Azula. Intriguing. All right, here we go. Hell yeah. We lost one of our improvisations, but that's okay. Opponent has to block or die. And Calamity. Just for the beatings. All right, that'll work. No lie, they countered the first 3 things, and then the first time they didn't. We're just like, dude, random encounter, game over. Like, that's crazy. Let's try this. Oh boy. This is going to be a long, slow game if it's just against mono white life gain. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's Deep Cavern Bat. Alright, well, that's probably game. I will queue up the GGs. Just take our shared roots, opponent. Come on. You don't want to take anything else. Look at my hand. Just take my shared roots. Or maybe take my Twin Moss Stormbrew, because you don't realize it can't hit flyers. But realistically, just take the shared roots. There you go. That's the right answer. Alright. This is where we play Black, maybe? Ah, double Deep Cavern Bat. Okay. Well, is what it is. Hey, they did take it. Well, that's not to say they're not going to try to play Black next turn, and they just want to protect it. Which is fair. Smart move. Ugh. That's not great. Even if that was a red land, I feel like maybe we could have done something. Yeah, don't know what we can do from here. Maybe find like exactly a red land and Carnosaur? Maybe that's a thing? Like, possibly? That's all I can think of. Yeah, sure. Well, I guess I gotta take a Stomping Ground. And a Fenrir? Sure. I mean, it's something. I mean, here's the thing. We have another Smuggler Surprise. Now, they haven't had to use any removal spells, so there's a chance that's all that's in their hand. But if so, if we get to keep the Llanowar Elf, there are some things we could do with, like, Calamity, Overlord, get rid of some stuff. Alright, so now we have to draw an untapped land, right? That's the plan? I mean, it's all we can do. Ah, we failed. We failed so hard. Alright. No attacks. If you got the right removal spells, it's just game over. Okay, we already took damage. Alright, we're dead. Okay, we'll try. Generally, I don't think these are the hands you keep, though. I think you want to go with some type of 1 or 2 mana play in your opener. Yeesh. Alright. Well, good news. We will likely be able to fire these off together if we can get to a situation where that's even doable. Opponent chose to just leave up mana to protect their creatures, I'm assuming. Alright. So it could be shelter. No, it is not a shelter. Interesting. Alright, still leaving mana up to protect things, which makes sense. Realistically, we could... I don't know. If we know they have a protective spell, we just let it ride. If they have a shelter, they just get us. I think we're okay with that. Oh no, United Battlefront. Jeez. That's bad news. Though, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see.
Your friendship is what makes you.
Yeah, that's the right card to get, for sure. Okay. So now are we not attacking? Come on, untap land, please. Please. Come on. Hey, all right. We needed that badly. And we're going to pick off a bunch of things. Start here. Go after a Johnny. Select a player or planeswalker. Oh, yeah. Attack you. And attack you. All right, cool. Though thinking about it, there really wasn't even a reason to attack a Johnny there, was it? Right? Because if we kill off the 2 blockers, that's only 19. So yeah, I guess we still want to go after a Johnny. But close. Very, very close. Because we ping a thing, ping a thing. This could have double strike next turn. I don't think we would die to it, but didn't have to find out. Okay, let's keep it. Let's see what we can do. Please don't kill our Lana War Elf. Okay, that doesn't kill it. They might bounce it. And if so, we're not terribly mad about that, honestly. Yeah, we can live with that. Let's go ahead and play Starting Town and play Lana War Elf. Now Lana War Elf dies. Nope, they're just gonna play an Otter. Okay, what if we go ahead and get a land and play this tapped, and now we're at least set up to do some silly things. Not that there's any guarantee it resolves, but, you know, things. Slick shot, show off. Okay. So good news. We get to resolve one of these next turn. If we draw a creature, it's Smuggler Surprise. If not, we're going to try Random Encounter. Though I say that, Vaultborn Tyrant still isn't terrible. The best thing would be to find, like, oh, okay, that's not terrible. I was going to say Mikey and Raph, but you know what? I could go for this. So before they have a chance to get counter mana up, we're going to gain some life and get some cards. When you have double Tyrant, though, you do have to be careful the longer the game goes on, because you could accidentally deck yourself. All right, here they come. So that is 12 instances of life. Or 12 life, 4 instances, triggers. All right. Not mad at that. So now, even if they tried to sell out and pump their stuff, like, we're not going to die to a slick shot here, I don't think. Not being at 28. Yeah, sure. You got it. Like, do your thing. All right, cool. We taking slick shot damage or what's up? Or are they gonna... You're not gonna... No, because those will be too small to block. So yeah, flick shots are just attacking here, right? Here's the funny thing, though. If we get an untapped land, do we just play the other Vaultborn Tyrant? I feel like the answer is yes in this fight. We could also, like, summon Fenrir, shoot down a Slick Shot. Yeah, we need to talk about these at the end of the video, for sure. So we have 6 mana. Just trying to think, with 2 cards, is there a way we lose? You know what? No guts, no glory. This is what we came to do. Okay, not mad at that. It's a lot of life. The dragons trigger... like, I'll put another real Llanowar Elf in with that extra mana. And I'm just going to go attacking. Like, that's a lot of damage. Do something about it or don't. And the Vaultborn Tyrant tramples. So, whatever. Oh, anytime you have the aggro deck blocking, you're in good shape. And we have flyers we can play next. Oh my gosh, we have so much stuff now. All right. Yeah, stock up's not quite gonna do it, opponent. This is crazy to have this much life in this many cards. And they had a pretty solid start, too. But yeah, now I don't know what they do. I mean, I guess you kill Llanowar Elf so I can't run back random encounter, possibly. That would make sense. Sure. You got it. What's funny is at this point, we could probably just beat them with random creatures. You know what, though? Let's just take it easy for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and just play a Regent. I mean, it's just like barrage of big creatures that they just aren't going to have answers for. It's just going to keep continuing. And they know the random encounter is just looming. Which is big, because we've already seen 3 of the Llanowar Elves, so everything else is a real body. And there's only 1 Fenrir left. So we just have to not hit lands off of it, basically. Though I say that, we haven't seen any of our 5, like, fetch spells. That only does 4, not 5 opponents. Let's see if we can just find enough to end things. Yep, that'll do it. Get a bunch of extra life. So many triggers. Alright, cool. That's a good solid win. We're going to keep this on the draw, but we're really hoping that we find one of our 2 mana search spells. That is not one of them. Huh. Alright. I mean, we just do it knowing we're going to lose a Llanowar Elf, but cost of doing business, I guess. Because there's no way you let us keep it. Yeah, obviously. Now, search spell? Nah, we didn't find it. Alright, well now we're behind the 8 ball. That's tough. Yeah, they could have a bunch of cards here that are good now. What's sad is I don't even want to search. Now I just want to find our Carnosaurs. Or I guess our dragon that lets us kill the Voice of Victory. Either one would work. But we kind of need it now, or we risk just dying next turn, and that is not going to get us there. Yep, we're just dead. I mean, we kept a questionable hand. We knew the risk, especially on the draw. All right, we can scoop. We're not coming back from that. All right, let's try. Razorkin. Ugh. All right, well, that's a thing that happened. We at least have some very viable targets for our boiler bilges. All right, the room does a thing. Knowing what we have, I think it might be worth it to just summon Fenrir and see if we can just draw an untapped land. Like, don't be wrong, getting rid of their creature is obviously better, but this is just like, you know what? Maybe. Yeah, that's fine. Cecil, you got it. All right, draw. Taps. That sucks. All right, I'm going to do this to at least try and buy us as much time as we can. I'm assuming they play a land, make a demon. Oh, they didn't. Toyoa. Zoyoa. What? Yeah, we'll discard this. All right, we're not in bad shape. All things considered, that went pretty well. So, off that. Oh yeah, this is just game. Because we can get the blocker out of the way, shoot the opponent. Yep, there we go. Nice. Love it. Sure, we're on the place. This doesn't feel too bad. Just be careful not to play the Thornspire Verge first. Okay, the opponent played a tap land to help out our cause. That's nice. Go get lands, go get lands. Oh, shared roots. I see you're a player of taste. That's fun. Do we... I guess we just shared roots and attack. Really no need to do anything else. We also don't even know what all colors they're playing yet. It might just be black, green, white. But we shall see. Opponent's thinking about something. What's it going to be? I think we just random encounter next turn. I think that's what we're aiming for. Unless maybe we just draw a straight up, like, Vaultborn Tyrant or some such. Oh, so they do have blue mana as well. So this is a 4-color pile? Maybe it's 5 colors, actually. All right. Here's hoping. Not bad. Not bad at all. That should do it. Nice. How much damage did we just do? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Was the opponent at 19? Oh, 18 maybe? I don't know. Either way. Oh, yeah, because they gained 1. Or no. No, because they put that in tapped. All right, cool. Yeah, Just kind of out of nowhere. I don't blame them for making the play they did. It's just we hit the right cards there. If it was something other than Overlord, there's a chance the game turns out differently. But, you know, you take those where you can. All those starting towns, sure, man. Hopefully this Land of Elf lives, or this is going to be very painful. Well, it took a while to mulligan there, but alright. We're obviously playing against some life gain pile. Fortunately, we did draw some of our removal. So that will be helpful. We can only go get forests. But one goes onto the battlefield, so that's good. Leonardo, issue number 1. I think we go ahead and just ping Leonardo. Just in case they play a flyer and we want to get rid of it with the Overlord. Also, if they don't remove Llanowar Elf, we're set up to just play the Overlord full size. And that's a perfect target. What do you know? Full size. I mean, this is still plenty of room to go creature shelter, you know. We're not doing a whole lot otherwise. Let's go get some lands. Go attacking, get rid of your cat collector. All right. And now with them being at 13, we're a little less worried about the Ley Line of Hope. Leonardo, does Leonardo get a shelter? Looks like he's going to. No, they're getting a helping hand. So I just attack. I mean, are we just attacking with both? Just saying F it. I mean, at this point, we're playing with the only 2 creatures we've drawn so far. Actually, have we only drawn 3 spells? Oh, no, 4, because 1, we put the dragon back in the library. So we've drawn 4 spells this whole time. That's not good. Okay, there we go. Now we got some action. Okay, well, kind of. Sure, we'll cast it. Yep. All right. Yeah, that time it was all on the back of Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. That is eliminated, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, because we had to hit Aerith another time by itself. So yeah, can't complain about that. That's pretty nice. All right, so it turns out this deck's actually still really fun, and I did keep some questionable hands and things at times, trying to find a way to cast the Capstone, and we really didn't get to see it much. It was in our hand multiple times, but the game was already over. Though I don't mind having them as copies 8 and 9 of a way to get big things onto the battlefield. So I'm kind of okay with having them still, but the centerpieces are still Smuggler Surprise and Random Encounter, obviously. That's how we won the majority of our games. But we also did just draw Calamity, and, you know, that just ended the game a couple times as well. So, overall, I think the issue is you have to learn to mulligan with this deck, right? I think you have to be... If you're on the play, you can keep some combination of, like, Llanowar Elf and a couple of things that... 3 mana things that go search for a land or make a land. I think if you're on the draw, you very much want to try to have, like, Elf and a Shared Roots or double Shared Roots or something to make sure you can kind of ramp up in case your creature dies or something. Not easy to do, but you do have to try. Sometimes just mulligan to 6. Don't keep a hand that's got like 4 of your big creatures in it, right? And the reason this deck works, especially with Random Encounter, is we've kind of overloaded on the big bodies, right? On things we could actually hit that aren't Llanowar Elf or the other spells. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then technically 21-22 with Fenrir. So we have a lot of things we can get that have value. So that helps a bunch. I will say lots of wins were very surprising, but there were some games where we just stalled out, right? We just didn't draw our ramp spells and we kind of just went, and nothing happened. And that was disappointing. So that was like the majority of our losses. Where I think overall the deck was 10-6, which is still fine. And a couple of those, like I said, I could have mulliganed more aggressively instead of just trying to like, okay, let me see if I could set up a capstone and then get stuck on land and not do anything. So I would say realistically, it was probably closer to like 11-5, but it's okay. If you want to play this though, this is a fun update. I will, while I'm thinking about it, let's make one change. I want to get rid of the starting towns and put in multiversal passage. And the reason is that there was 1 or 2 games where when we did actually draw the land we needed, it unfortunately was a starting town and it comes into play tap late. I think I'm willing to deal with the bossing say because it's going to be untapped most of the time, and then just have the 1 Restless Ridgeline, and I think we're okay with that. But we need these to be untapped when we need them. Now, does it deal damage to us more often? Yes, but I think it's worth it. But I think this list would be the one we put up over on Moxfield, so if y'all want to try it out, want to play an updated list, go over there, check it out. Otherwise, that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.